there to all of my fellow gold diggers. This is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. But if you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. Y'all know I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, guys. So I know I've been talking about it for a while. It is time for me to go over the parameters of the no spin challenge because it is coming up. It is supposed to be from February 4th to Sunday, February 4th to Saturday, February 10th. I'm hoping that y'all will participate in the no spin challenge with me and everything. So I'm really excited and looking forward to that. But I want to go over a few things to help you have a successful no spin challenge. If for some reason you cannot participate this time around, I am going to do it again, or you can set up one on your own and possibly do it. So let's go ahead and get into what is this no spin challenge that is coming up. It is literally right around the corner. All right. So a no spin challenge is pretty much where you set aside a certain amount of time where you do not spend any money. And by any money, you can set the parameters of, hey, I'm not doing any discretionary spending. I'm not doing any spending outside of like the normal bills and stuff that I have for a certain period of time. Now, my no spin challenge that's coming up starting February 4th is going to be a week. So it's a 1 week challenge, but you can do a day, you can do a month. I've even heard of people doing a year. Okay. The longest I've ever been able to do it for is only a week. So yeah, but even with that week, usually the first time I did it, I think I saved almost $500 by not spending during that week. Okay. So now my parameters regarding what I don't plan to spend money on is anything outside of my big bills. Okay. By big bills, like the bills that are normally due, like my mortgage, if say an electric bill or a utility bill or something like that was due during that week, I'm going to go ahead and pay that because usually I have money already allocated for that. But any discretionary spending, and even spending such as like groceries. So I am planning on grocery shopping prior, so I will have stuff and I'm not running out to the store or anything like that. So I'm not doing any grocery shopping. I'm not trying to go out to eat for lunch, not trying to spend any money, lunch or dinner. I'm not trying to spend any money like buying clothes because I went into the store, I saw something I liked, or buying just different things for the house. I'm trying to make sure I'm not spending any money on any non-essential stuff. Okay. So that is how I'm setting it up, but you can set it up however you want. Like say, if you know you eat out a lot, like for lunch or something, you can say this week, I plan on not eating out at all. And I am just going to bring my lunch, and you can see how much money you save by doing that. Or if you go out, I don't know, every weekend and you party or whatever, you can say this weekend, I am not going out, out to eat, out to party, out or doing anything like that, where I'm spending my money, and see how much money you can save that way. Okay. So however you decide to set it up, that is totally up to you. What you decide, what you're not spending money on, that is also up to you. But that is pretty much what a no spend challenge is, or like it's also can be called a spending freeze. Now, the key thing, I will say, the important thing if you want to do one of these is that you must plan and prepare in advance. Okay. Like I know for me, I'm gonna have to plan out my lunches to make sure I'm not tempted to go out to eat, plan out any activities for that week. Like I mentioned, I'm also planning on going grocery shopping ahead of time, so I'm not having to run out to the store or do anything of that nature. So I am going to share a few tips with you to help you have a successful no spend week. Okay. So the first things first, I am the gold digger. And the first thing I'm going to say is you want to know what your why is when you're doing the no spend challenge. So what is your goal? What is the goal of you doing this no spend challenge? Because if you don't know your why, if you don't know your goal, you will easily be like, oh, bump this. I'm about to go to Chipotle and get me something to eat for lunch because I forgot my lunch or whatever. You will easily throw yourself off track. So you have to know your why for why you're doing the no spend challenge. When I first did my no spend challenge, it was for me to be able to pay off debt. So the money that I saved, I used it to go towards my student loans and everything. Now this time I'm using it for a different reason. On one of my lives, I mentioned I'm going to Africa really, really soon. In the month of February. So I have a trip coming up for that, and I am going to use any money that I save as like my fun spending money for my Africa trip. So it's a kind of work trip, it's a missions trip or whatever, but we should have some time for some fun, and so I'm going to use that for any downtime that I have during that trip, and for any fun things, souvenirs, that kind of thing that I want to buy during the trip. So that's my why. So I gotta remember this is for my Africa trip that is coming up soon. So you want to make sure you save enough money so you can have a great experience. Okay. So that was tip number 1. Know your why. Second tip I'm going to say is leave your money and your credit cards, debit cards at home, okay? Leave them at home so you're not tempted to spend. Now, I do keep something for an emergency. Like, I do have my little stash. Like, if I ever, and this is like on regular days, like if I ever got broke down the road, somebody stole my purse or something like that, or I lost my purse or something like that, I always have a little stash, my little emergency stash or whatever, in case something was to happen. But leave those credit card, debit cards at home. And it really does make a huge difference. Just recently, my husband and I, we went to an event where I had to switch out my purse or whatever, and because the purse was smaller than what I usually use, I didn't put like a whole bunch of stuff in there, so I didn't have my debit cards and that kind of thing in that particular purse. And because I had switched it out, I never like fully stocked my regular purse or whatever, because I just took stuff out and left it. So that whole week or these few days or whatever that I have not been with my regular stuff, I'm realizing I can't spend because I'll be tempted to go to the store or I'm like, let me go get something real quick, and I realize, oh shoot, I don't have that debit card, oh I don't have that credit card or whatever, because it is in the other, it's in the other purse or whatever. So I don't have it to use, and so that prohibited me from spending stuff. So leave your debit card, credit card at home and limit the amount of cash that you have. All right, so next tip I have is create a meal plan for the week, okay? So you want to definitely plan that out so you're not tempted to spend. Get in, when you go do your grocery shopping and stuff, get an idea of what meals you want to have for the week. Get an idea of what things you might need for you to go to lunch and stuff like that. How are you going to use leftovers, things of that nature. So go ahead and create a meal plan for the week of your no spend week, so that you'll know how you're going to be eating. Because if you anything like me, I am not myself when I'm hungry. And I will do some crazy things and strange things when I'm hungry just so I can satisfy my appetite, and I'm liable to be like, bunk everything, I'm hungry, I need some food. So make sure you meal plan for the week so that you don't throw yourself off track. All right, next tip is you want to tell other people about the challenge. So I tell my kids, tell my husband, because they're not participating in this challenge. It's usually just me. Like, don't ask me to go to the store and get nothing, because this is the week of my no spend week. I don't want y'all to tip me to spend or anything like that, or mom, I need to go shopping or whatever. Nope, this during the no spend week, we have to arrange for it a different time if we need to go do something. Also, not only just tell your family, but also tell your friends, especially if your friends are wanting to go out, do stuff. If you have like regular standing or outings that you do with certain friends, like once a week or once a month or something like that, you want to let them know, hey, this is during my no spend week, we're gonna have to rearrange the date or rearrange the time. Now, here's the other thing, like I said at the top of the video, you decide what you want to spend money on, or you decide how are you going to structure the challenge. So you want to do it at a time that is best for you. So if you know you have some annual thing or weekly thing or monthly thing that you always do, you can say, hey, I am going to allocate a budget because I know I'm supposed to be going out with so-and-so on this particular day, but I am not planning to spend more than X amount of money, okay? You can do that. I have done that in the past where I knew there was something coming up, like a party or event or something like that. And so I went ahead and allocated and said, hey, I know that I have this thing coming up at the end of the week or this weekend or something like that. It's during my no spend challenge. I am only going to spend this amount of money at this particular event, okay? So you can do that as well, okay? But you also want to tell your friends so that they can help hold you accountable and so that you can stay on track. All right, so next tip I have is look for free activities that you can do. You'll be surprised about little events in the area. Now, this is a little bit easier during the warmer months like spring and summer, because it's a ton of stuff going on when everybody want to be outside. Now, in the winter, it's not as much stuff going on, but still look for free events. You might still be surprised about the things that are going on in your local community, okay? Tip number 6 is go through your gift cards and check the balances. So, everybody has a gift card. I have tons of gift cards. I won't say tons, but I have several gift cards for like Target, gift cards I've gotten for the holidays that I haven't used and things of that nature. So you want to look at those gift cards because they can come in a pinch when you're like down to the wire, or you didn't plan appropriately, and you realize, hey, I got this gift card to Chipotle, or I got this gift card to Target. I can run in there real quick. I'm not spending my money. I'm using the gift card to spend money, and you can do that way, okay? So check the balances on your gift cards. Put those in your purse just in case if you get that itch to spend. All right, and then the last and final tip that I'm gonna give you is you want to evaluate your spending habits. Like, what did you learn from that? Ideally, you want to look at the things you spend money on a monthly basis. Like, what are the things that keep coming out of your account? What are the things that you keep charging to your debit card, credit card? Look at those expenses and see what do I want to eliminate, because that can also help you structure your no spend challenge. What do you need to change? At the end of your no spend challenge, you also want to look at, what did I struggle with? What was really pulling at me, making me want to spend or making me question doing this challenge and things of that nature. So you really want to sit back and take some time and reflect before, during, and after the challenge to see what is really pulling your money away from you, so that you can make any necessary changes and things of that to help benefit you in the future, okay? All right, so those were my tips for a no spend week. Let me know in the comments if you plan on joining in on the no spend week. I know I've been talking about getting this video out to y'all for a while, but let me know if you plan on joining in. And if so, let me know what your goal is for the money that you save during that time. All right, that is all I have for now. Take care, everyone.